Welcome to Data Science Using Python. In this video, we're going to look at a confidence interval on a proportion. So we're going to have a series of short videos that show how to do each little piece on a proportion so that they're easy to sort out. All right, so for this video, we don't need pandas and we don't need SciPyStat. Now, what I've done is I've simply commented them out. You don't necessarily need to comment them out. You can delete them if you want, but I'm going to need them later. What I am going to need is models.stats.proportion, and I'm going to call this SP because I don't want to type all of that out every time. So I'm going to call this SP, and this is going to be what we're going to work with. Here we don't have a data set to do this directly. I'm just going to show you how to plunge in the numbers right now. Later you can worry about how to summarize things in a more formal manner because it takes a lot of data wrangling and I don't want to get into that. I want to keep these things short. So it's relatively simple to do this. Just to do a confidence interval, let's suppose, put some data here. Suppose we survey let's say 1,029 people, and let's say 732 agree with our proposition, whatever we are proposing to them. Pretty easy to do. So we have what the number of successes is what we're going to call it, and we have the number of people asked, and that's all you need in order to run this. So I'm going to have SP, let's see here, proportion, don't put a proportion, underscore, and then you can see stuff pop up, and here there's this conf int, and it's telling you once the count and the number of observations, and here it has alpha equals 0.05, which you can debate, but that's 1 minus the confidence level. So we're going to use this. And as for the count, we have the count, which is 732. So it's actually helping you out. Spider's helping you out here. Your editor may not do this. And here's the number of observations, 29. And for this will give us a 95% confidence interval. So if we were to run this line here, don't forget to run all of this. I ran this earlier. Make sure you run that first. And what you end up with is this down here. This is your confidence interval. So in this case, I'm just going to put it down here. This is the output. And we can write our little confidence statement because that's always important. Numbers are just in an interval there. They don't mean anything until you put some context to them. So we are 95% confident that the true proportion of people who agree with our proposition, whatever it was, is contained in 68%, 68.3%, and 73.9%. All right, so that's pretty much all we need to do. And just remember, whenever you're doing confidence statements, you're not confident in the interval, you're confident in the process or the formula that we used. Now, if you want to change this real quick, you can also just copy and paste this, and you can change alpha to something else. Notice it says alpha is equal to 0.05, so I'm going to put alpha is equal to 0.01, and we can run it and just see what that does. Here, highlight that, and bingo, we get a different interval out. It's slightly wider, so I'll copy and paste that, and then we'll just copy and paste what we had before and modify it. That's what most of programming is: copy, paste, modify. Okay, so this is what it is. Our confidence statement now would be for the 99%, so we change this to 99. Then it becomes 67.4 and 74.7. Bingo. So we figured out how to do this. It's pretty easy. The default's 95%, but you can change that at will and change it to whatever you want. Okay, so we've already figured out how to do this. In the next video, we're going to figure out how to do a test on a proportion, and then we'll go after that to do a test on two proportions. All right, so I will see you there.